All right, guys, today we've got an MRE. It's a civilian MRE. I've never even had one of these. Sent to me by a subscriber. His name is Steve Duncan. He calls himself Mormy Ancient because he's about, I guess, 8 or 9 years older than I am. The cool thing is he went through Corey Field for his training. He was in the Navy. I was in the Marine Corps. He went through Corey Field, which I went through as well down in Pensacola, Florida, about 9 years before I did. So that's kind of a, we have a little history together there, I guess you could say, but he likes the channel. He said, I wanted to send you something you've never tried before. So let's get after a 9-year-old civilian MRE. Let's see how this compares to a military grade MRE.
People use these for food storage, kind of?
Yeah, food storage. Well, and natural disasters. If you get on their website, there's a lot of interesting information. But yeah, they've sent this stuff all over, actually. It's used by governments and places all around the world. These are kind of cool because on the back it tells you what's going to be in it. But we'll save that here. We've got a tropical flavored fruit punch, no fruit juice. We have apple jelly. That looks just like the type we get in a standard MRE. Nut raisin mix. You know, that's going to be good. We're going to look at that right now. Let's see if these are any easier to open. Oh yeah, that opened up real easily there once I found the spot. Let's take a look here. Ooh, a lot of sunflower seeds in that. Normally these are more like a peanuts and nuts. That's a good little mix there. That'll be fun.
That's definitely different than
yes,
all other MREs.
Yes, absolutely. We've got pilot bread crackers. Don't know what that means. If it's like something normally issued for pilots, it's a cracker basically is what it is. It's not bread. A little bit of a
They're round
thicker
instead of square. I think all the military ones are square.
Yes, all the ones I've had, that's right. Then we have chocolate dairy shake powder. We'll make that here in a minute. Oh, here's our Asian style beef ribs. Now, there's supposed to be a heater. Oh, let's see, I left a thing or two in there. We got a drink bag, and it says on the outside there's a heater. Maybe it's in the accessory pack. We'll take a look. Looks like we have a nice spoon. That's a stout. That's a good spoon. I like that one. Got quite a bit of sugar, salt, and pepper. I like that. Ooh, coffee made original. We might have coffee in here. Deep, rich, instant coffee. A fresh nap rather, and a napkin. But there is no heater in this one.
What? Are you expecting to eat it cold?
That's interesting. On the website it had that they had these great heaters with them, a new generation, blah blah blah. But
it got chips
here. Maybe they had them in the pack, like in the case. Sometimes I know in American MREs they'd have, like back in the C ration days, they'd have different things packed in the case, like the John Waynes or the P-38s to open them up. Maybe that's how they did those, but we don't have a heater. It's not a big deal. I just put it on the roof of the building here, and it'll heat up pretty quickly. I think if we wanted to do that. That's interesting. Well, what we'll have to do.
I think I have a heater. I have a stove in my truck.
Do you?
If you're interested.
We wanted to put it in the little.
I have the whole
that might be kind of fun. Yeah. So I think what we'll do is we're going to start with our drinks, getting our drinks going. I'm going to use the beverage powder bag. You can use the hot one too, but I'm not using it for the coffee. I've got a canteen cup I can use for the coffee, but I'd like to see the color of this tropical punch. Open that up. Now it's very breezy out today, so you're going to want to keep everything kind of close to the chest, as they say here. There's our powder. That's kind of cool looking. We will add our 12 ounces of water. This is marked side here. There's 12 ounces to right there. This is my canteen from when I was in the Marine Corps active duty, from 80 to 84. I don't typically like to add quite the water they say to add, because then I think it tends to make it a little light. So I might I'll add just a little bit more. There we go. We'll seal it off as they recommend. And by the way, today we are in Florida, up in the Panhandle actually, by a boat ramp. So we got a little bit of activity going on behind us, I think. I can hear it from time to time. We'll set that aside, let that percolate. And then we're going to do something a little different here. Instead of, by the way, this back in the day, you would put your water purification tablet. Well, there we go. I still have some water purification tablets in that. Had this not a John Wayne. It's one from Europe somewhere, but to open cans when you need to. But anyway, you put your water purification tablets in there in case you have to drink water from a pond or something, and you put your canteen, drop the appropriate number of water purification tablets in there, and do that before you drink. You get back to you now. They always tell you to leave the water purification tablets in the water and set for at least 30 minutes before you drink it. So we will get some more water. I'm going to put a little bit in my cup here for some coffee. And then here we have our chocolate dairy shake. Yes, and they say to leave it set, I think it was for 20 minutes. Shake it up good and leave it set for 20 minutes, but drink it within an hour. My guess is there's some real milk in there, so you better drink it before it goes bad. Seal that up, and people have told me in the past with these, because these are pretty common in regular military MREs, you really have to shake these up good. So we'll shake it up here a little bit and then set it to the side and come back after in about 25-30 minutes. Next thing we're going to do is get a little coffee going. We've got our water. Asa has been kind enough to give me a...
That was all I had.
I think it's going to work. There we go. Well, this has had heat to it before. Just keep it going, but you can see it. I don't know if you can see it on the top.
Oh, yeah, it's already, they're like little bubbles.
No way. That fast?
That
Oh
fast.
my goodness. It hasn't even been a minute.
That's like almost ready to just drop the coffee.
I think so. I don't like it real hot, so let's do it.
That's wild.
There we go. Wow. That's something to keep in mind, huh?
I don't have a lot of experience with that thing yet, and I didn't know it was that powerful, actually.
All right, here we go. Again, it's windy, so we want to keep our powder close here. Ooh, not real powdery, actually. No, not very powdery at all.
A little moisture got in
A little
there,
moisture must have gotten into it. Yeah, this was sent to me, by the way, a year ago. Ooh, look at that.
Oh, there's
Never
the
seen
coffee.
coffee like that.
Coffee pellets.
So, yeah, I have had it a while, but there we go. Well, let's see how that mixes up. Doesn't look too bad. Looks like oily coffee. Smells like coffee. All right, hopefully I don't have any chunks there. Before we start, say a quick prayer. Lord, thank you for the day we have and this food I get to eat. I ask you to bless it to my body. In Christ's name, amen. Bon appetit. It's hot. It's pretty good. Reminds me of Bill's Brew, actually. Wow. A little late in the day to be drinking coffee, but what the heck. Let's add a little coffee mate to it. Just for funds here, but that's a good cup of coffee. Would you like to try some before I throw some coffee mate in it and ruin it?
I'll try it with the coffee, mate.
Yeah, I figured. And then we'll have to do some salt, or sugar rather. Candied drink here, I guess. I don't know what you call it. But there we go. All right, a packet of sugar. Give it a good stir. All right. You want to try it, a little drink? It's not, it doesn't really pack a punch. The coffee was a little acidic and that took the edge off, but that doesn't make it real sweet. Doesn't make it real creamy. It's just kind of okay.
It's like very, very weak, light coffee.
All right, well, we got our apple jelly. There we go, a little apple jelly coming down here. You know, the older this jelly gets, especially grape, the more it looks like motor oil. But that's not too bad looking right there. So we have our cracker. Good hardtack cracker. Smells good. Get a little apple jelly on that. Try it out here. Definitely apple jelly. It's still good. It's very crunchy, but not like a soda cracker, more like a graham cracker almost, as far as the texture. Now, it's totally a cracker, but the texture is different from a standard MRE, a military grade MRE. I like this.
Yeah, I like how it's like thicker. It's more dense.
Yeah, yes, it is. It's more dense, and it has just a little different flavor, a little different crunch to it. That's good. There is a little bit of almost like a bready taste to it.
I'd say that's a
good.
superior cracker to
Yes.
those white squares.
Definitely. You want to try a little grape? Or a little apple, rather? I'm sorry. Yeah, that with that coffee would be really good.
Hey,
My pleasure.
that's pretty good.
Yeah, not bad at all. Now, I can already guess, we got our nut mix here, raisins and nuts. Salt was not listed on the list of ingredients, so I'm thinking it's going to need some salt. But we'll try this first. We got a little bit of everything. We've got almonds, peanuts, raisins, and of course a lot of sunflower seeds. Now, right away, why did you not put salt in that? Come on,
That's
Sam.
stupid. They need salt.
That's just dumb. Really, really dumb. You need salt with that stuff. And the trouble with putting it on
Afterwards.
yeah, it just doesn't stick very well.
Yeah.
So maybe some will stick to the raisins. I was hoping to leave some salt for my vegetables and beef. Let's see if that did improve it. It wasn't bad. It's just, it could be so much better if it had salt in it. Again. All right, here we go. Oh, that helped a ton. Add salt, guys. Add salt. Good combo. I don't think I've ever had as many sunflower seeds in one of these mixes as this. Usually it's nuts and raisins. Not a lot of sunflower seeds, if any. That's good. All right, now this is kind of going fast. We've got some drinks we want to try. In fact, let's take a look here. We have our fruit drink. Got it mixed right, I believe. Let's give it a whirl here. Definitely fruity. I'm glad I didn't add the amount of water they said, because that would have made it a little more like a Gatorade. I like it to have a punch like Kool-Aid. That's good. I know it says a hot beverage bag, but I don't have a glass, so that was the way to do that. Not too shabby at all. And this is interesting because it says put in with your FRH heater.
Yeah.
And
It's like, I wonder if we got a dud where it was like they just forgot a heater with it.
Could be. All right, now we're going to get after this chocolate dairy shake. It said shake it well, and I did. I really shook this up good. I wish I could show you guys this. Maybe I can get a drink, and then, we'll pour a little bit in the coffee we have left. Try a mocha. But it smells real chocolatey. Hopefully the cream and the milk in it hasn't gone bad. Wow. Can't believe I'm saying it, but that's good.
Wow.
Take a look here. So we've got a little bit of coffee left. We're going to add us you can see how thick that is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice and thick. Let's mix it up. I think this is going to be a drink you and I both enjoy here. A little mocha.
Yeah. That's my kind of coffee.
I'll be interested to see what you think. There's just a hint of coffee in it, actually. More like a chocolate shake, actually.
Yeah, it's like a chocolate shake with a hint of coffee.
Chocolate shake that's been melted
Yeah.
with a hint of coffee.
I think if you're out there, to have something milky and creamy and sweet like that would just be really great.
Absolutely. Yeah, this has 300 calories in
Yeah,
this drink.
yeah, they have a lot of, they flavored it up real nice, so even though it's
Yes.
not like the consistency of a shake
Right.
necessarily, the flavor is really spot on. So. I would say it's one of the best shakes we've gotten in an MRE, honestly.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and it's milk chocolate. There's nothing dark about it. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
there's almost always something lacking in the regular military ones.
All right, here we go with our Asian style beef with vegetables. There we go. All right, guys. Let's see what 9-year-old Asian style beef and vegetables looks like. Man, I see peppers, red peppers. Ooh, I can see the beef, the noodles. There's a watercress. Wow. Ooh, very Asian looking. American Asian looking, I should say. That's kind of the only thing I'm familiar with. I want to get all that out. It looks really good. So now, we don't have our heater, but we do have heat. So a heat source, green peppers, red peppers, beef, noodles, watercress. I think those are watercress. Oh, that really looks dandy. Let's see here. So what we have though is the same thing we heated our coffee with. Get the plastic away. I'll heat up like this corner over here. That's crazy. Look at that, I put a little blackened on it.
Yeah, that might turn out actually better than a regular heater.
All right. Never done this. This is a heretofore untried. The smell is really good. Oh man, it heated up really nice. Yeah, put just a little blackened on it. I'm sure that really improved the flavor, no kidding. This, wow, this is a winner. That heat.
That, like, I don't know what the temperature it blows out at, but like it heated that coffee up so quick, and then it heated that up so fast.
My goodness. Okay, we got to do this. I want to try a little bit of beef, raise it up to the top here. Let's blacken a bit of beef. Kind of like a poo-poo tray. It's sizzling. All right. That's cool. That's a fun addition, Asa. That was really fun. Wow. You got your bread / cracker here. You can load up the fixings on it. Force it down. My goodness. I think it could use a little salt. And a little pepper. Wouldn't hurt it.
I just stir the whole thing up and kind of heat it and stir it and heat it and stir it.
Oh, that's a good idea. Let's do that. See if it gets even better. I gotta remember that flame's always going. Melt my spoon into it. Don't play with these at home, kids. Man, that's some serious flame. Look at that. Char.
Yeah, nice char in it. That's the way to have an MRE right here.
Wow. Adding the salt and the pepper and the heat that way, dude, that is, wow. I think that'd elevate any dish to get that blackened on it. Get a little more on a cracker. Good grief. What a fun way to do it. What a great meal. Steve, Duncan, me more ancient as you say, thank you so much for sharing this with us. First time for a civilian MRE, and it was darn good. And I'm kind of glad the heater didn't show up in it, because that made a new discovery. And what do they say? When life gives you lemons, you make some lemonade. Let's get after the next one.